Fire away, Joy.
All right, well, you had hoped that the last loss has been a hiccup. Do you think this is carrying over from that, or just another game that got away?
No, we weren't ready to play. I mean, it was two different games, you know, the first 40 minutes and the last 20. And in both cases, for the first 40, I mean, their will came out and just dominated our skill. And I always say, you know, will beats skill when skill doesn't want to work. Skill didn't want to work tonight. And that was completely the difference in this hockey game. And then for 20 minutes, we came out and our workers went to work, and we dominated a period. You know, so for me, this isn't rocket science. I mean, this is ice hockey. It's pretty simple. You don't want to work, you're not going to win. You don't want to work, you're not going to play. That's the way it's got to be.
You mentioned that were DeCosta, Locke, and Peterson benched for the third
No,
game,
well, they were on the bench. I just didn't want them to get hurt. You know, I didn't want them to get hurt. And this would have been one of those games, because of the way they were playing, I had to protect them. I just didn't want them to get hurt.
Syracuse, you've had 1 win in 5 games with them. Is there something specific about this team or the way that you come into these games?
I don't know. Maybe it's because they sit down in the bottom with us and our guys think it's going to be a little easy. I don't know. You know, I don't know why. We beat other teams that are good teams. They're a good team, but you know, it's not even losing. It's the way we lose against them. You know, I mean, for me, it's, you know, once the game is over, you win a game. How did we win? Like, did we win? Did we deserve to win? Or did we get away with one? Did our goalie play well? And when you lose a game, how did we lose? Like, did we play well and lose? I'm okay with playing well and lose. I hate to lose, but if we play well and lose, I can live with it. But when you don't play well, you don't deserve to win and you lose, and there's no effort for the most part, and you lose the battles, I mean, I got a problem with that. And that's where we were tonight.
Was there any bright spots tonight for you at all?
I thought Robin in the third. I thought our third period was a bright spot. You know, those things happen.
It's locked. Sorry.
You know, Robin was a bright spot, and our third period was a bright spot. You know, like really it was. Like for whatever reason, we just pushed the reset button and everybody went out and worked hard, and you know, we didn't lose many battles and we won a period. That's just the way it is. So.
You mentioned that. Was bringing Robin in part of an effort to kind of reset everything going into the third?
Well, 5-1, hasn't played in a while, going to use him tomorrow. Perfect opportunity for him to get in there. I mean, if it's 3-1, if it's 3-2, you know, it's not going to happen. But at 5-1, you know, let's get Mike out of there. Let's get Robin in there and start setting the table for tomorrow. And that's really what the third period was all about. We didn't give up on it. We didn't quit on it. Anything happens. I mean, Albany came back from 4 down the other night in Norfolk. It can happen. We don't give up, you know. But there's always little things that you can do to help your team tonight and maybe help our team for tomorrow. And I think that's what that was all about.
Did it seem like a little bit that McKenna was possibly taking this one a little bit too hard near the end of the second there?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him. I can't speak for Mike on that. You know, the one thing I know about Mike is he's an honest guy. You know, he works hard every day in practice. He does his very best every night. So, and he's been awfully good for us.
Was there, you mentioned the effort, but was there anything specific in that second period that you guys just didn't do to get all those goals?
Effort. Pretty much effort, and we lost every battle and everything. Took penalties. I mean, we haven't even talked about the penalties. Oh my gosh. You know, the one thing that I've always taken a lot of pride in is the way my team plays, you know, and I like to think we compete. I like to think we're honest. And part of being honest is competing, but also it's the penalties that you take, you know, and we took some sloppy penalties, we took some lazy penalties, we took some selfish penalties, we did some things that probably should have been penalties that weren't penalties, you know. So I just think all in all, it wasn't a real good effort on our part, and you know, we'll have to definitely think about this one and analyze it a little bit. Not make more of it than what it is either. You know, we've been making some progress. This isn't the time to start beating them down. You know, I'm not going to beat them down, but I'm not sweeping dirt under the rug either. You know, we did not play well. We weren't very disciplined. I mean, we did a lot of things tonight that if you're going to win hockey games, you can't do.
Do you think the guys were squeezing the sticks a little too much?
I don't think that was it at all.
Okay.
I don't think there was much of an effort.
You mentioned trying to protect Locke and Pedersen from injury. Is there?
Acosta?
Yeah, just did you speak to that group specifically in the locker room between the second and third?
No, don't misinterpret this. But I'm not going to beat up on my players either. It wasn't their night. You know, you just watch them play. For whatever reason, it just wasn't their night. And I just didn't want to expose them. You know, they've all got to be better for sure. We're not going to have a whole lot of success if those three guys aren't going to step up and perform for us. No question. You know, but again, I'll take a lot of ownership in this one. Your team can't come out and play like that for no specific reason. Honestly, you know, when the group comes out like that and underperforms like that and loses every battle like that, I mean, I think a coach has to look in the mirror and ask the question, why? We weren't very good. I have to take some responsibility for sure. You know, was it the practices? Was it something that I didn't say? Was it something that I did say? I don't know. You know, I mean, it's on all of us, but this is one of those where I think I have to take a look in the mirror.
Obviously a pretty good team coming in here tomorrow. Do you feel like you guys will be more prepared coming off a loss like
I would
this?
hope so. I mean, it'll be a good test for us again, you know, to bounce back or at least to see. We'll see a little bit about ourselves tomorrow, especially after tonight. I mean, this wasn't a night where we played well and lost. This was a night where we stunk the joint out and lost. And so if we've got a little bit of pride and if we care and we're a good team player and we're a good teammate, then we'll bounce back to them tomorrow. So for me, I'm kind of looking forward to it because we'll really see what our mettle is, and you know, we'll see who our character guys are tomorrow. I mean, we'll see tomorrow which guys accept a little bit of ownership in what took place today by the way they play tomorrow. So that'll say a lot about us for sure. Fair enough?
Good.
All right.
Thanks, Coach.